What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss a really exciting upcoming lightweight super fight. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly to help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. We got Clay Collard taking on AJ McKee in the lightweight division at this Saturday's special PFL versus Bellator event. And a fight, man, that it's not being talked about enough. You got AJ McKee, who's looked damn near unbeatable besides his one blemish to Patricio Pitbull, which the decision itself had a lot of controversy. It was a close fight. Since then, he's rattled off 3 straight victories over guys like Spike Carlisle, former UFC veteran, and also the longtime Bellator contender Sydney Outlaw. But here, against Clay Collard, I think that this is going to be McKee's toughest fight, where Collard has definitely had his ups and downs in his MMA career. Former UFC vet, had his ups and downs in the boxing world. But since about 2020, and since joining the PFL, he really has had a career resurgence, beating guys like Anthony Pettis, former world champion, having a Fight of the Year candidate over Jeremy Stevens. He has 2 losses over Haushman Fio and Alex Martinez, 2 fights that I thought he was absolutely robbed from. He's had some harsh deals when it comes to the judges' scoring over there at the PFL. But, I mean, he's put on really good performances against guys like Stevie Ray, Shane Burgos. The guy's legit as fuck, right? And going against AJ McKee, where AJ is coming up from the featherweight division, which is something that Clay is not unfamiliar with. He used to fight in the featherweight division. He even has a loss to Max Holloway back in the UFC when he was in featherweight. But he's really seemed to find his bread and butter as he's matured, gotten into his man strength, so to speak. But with AJ McKee, where styles make fights, right? You have Clay, typical boxing style, likes to stand and bang, likes to strike, likes to trade, is a good counterpuncher. AJ McKee, known primarily as a grappler, I consider him kind of like an MMA style of MMA. Like, he really can kind of round it all out together pretty smoothly. It all kind of fits together in that way. And that's where I think AJ can find a lot of success. I think that the more success that AJ finds in this fight, it's going to be through the grappling exchanges, and I think it's going to be more boring. Like, I think if AJ McKee comes out as the victor, there's going to be a lot of boos going in, because I think that his path to victory is to be changing levels, to stop Clay, to stop the firepower going his direction, get him up against the fence, zap his gas tank, get it to the ground, and hopefully try and find a submission in that way. Because I think if he tries to stand and trade with Clay, I don't think it's going to go well for AJ McKee. And with Clay Collard, I think too, his style, because he's not really like a point guy, he really goes out there and marches forward and goes for the finish. Sometimes throws some pretty wild combinations, which can leave some openings into grappling exchanges, can leave it to where AJ can kind of go for the takedown and kind of utilize that in some of those wild openings. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know why I can't explain how I feel it in my head, but I see AJ being able to disrupt the striking rhythm of Clay Collard. But if Clay can really go out there and punish AJ with a good jab, good leg kicks, make him hesitate coming in, make him kind of go for those takedowns from a little bit further away, a little bit more desperate, then we can see Clay Collard kind of finding success. But with this fight being 3 rounds, I think that also plays towards AJ's style as well. But nonetheless, I'm going to be rooting for Clay Collard. But this is going to be one of those things where it's like it's my brain versus my heart, where my heart is going to be going for Clay Collard all day. I've been a fan for him for years now. But my brain is just like, man, AJ's so legit. He's 20-1 for a reason. It's been working. He's been dominant, but he's also going into a higher weight class too. And most of the guys that he's beat, right, on his resume, and I know MMA math doesn't work, right? But Sydney Outlaw, I think Clay Collard beats Sydney. Spike Carlisle, I think Clay Collard beats Spike Carlisle. Patricio Pitbull, I think Patricio's just too undersized for lightweight, and I think Clay Collard would come out the victor as well. Darian Caldwell. So everybody that AJ McKee has found success against, I think that Clay would also. So I think that plays out to this fight as well. It's a huge test for AJ McKee, but I think his style definitely matches up well for Clay Collard, at least for himself. But guys, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. I think this is a great super fight for PFL versus Bellator. It's definitely going to show who's the best of the best in the lightweight division for the 2 promotions. So guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. That's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.